You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, General Hospital fans, I really hope that Drew Quartermaine and his twin brother behave themselves at Sam McCall's funeral service, but after that, all bets are off and Drew may be ducking even more punches. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and let's talk about what's going to happen when word spreads about why Jason brutally punched Drew the other day at the Q's. I imagine some more people in Port Charles will also want a pound of flesh out of the new Quartermaine congressman before it's all done. And hey, if you haven't followed us, please click subscribe. And now let's dig into this. So Tuesday on GH is going to be a very sad day because that is Sam's funeral. And on Monday's episode, we heard Nina Reeves assuming that Jason Morgan wouldn't be at the funeral because she thought Drew Q would press charges against his twin brother. But Drew did some fast talking with Nina and sidestepped and said he could not disrespect Sam's final wishes. And Drew knows that Sam would want Jason at the funeral and being there with the kids, so he couldn't press charges at the moment. And then Drew told Nina a big fat whopper of a lie. She asked him if there's more to this than just him kissing Willow that one time. I feel like Drew thinks he can get away with the lie because he is so certain that the only people that know he slept with Willow are the two of them. But Michael knows, and Jason also knows, and that's why he came over with fire in his eyes and punched his brother's lights out. Drew is being pretty dumb to think that he got beaten like that over a smooch. But I think that he thinks that he is smarter than everybody else. And once Nina finds out that Drew slept with Willow, I would not be surprised if she punches her lover in the face as well. And I would cheer if she did it. So that's one punch that Drew could be dodging after Sam is laid to rest. And speaking of punches that Drew may need to dodge, he may be facing a slap or a punch from his new bed buddy, Willow. She still does not know that he has been sleeping with Nina. I cannot imagine that Willow is going to take it well, and she may blow a gasket when she finds out about Drew's mother-loving ways. I mean, it's bad enough that she betrayed Michael when she slept with Drew, but then he betrayed her mom, Nina, who's basically his secret girlfriend. And, you know, Drew betrayed Willow by hiding that he was sleeping with her mother, and it's so messy and so icky. And again, I think he needs to just officially shorten his name to Q. Forget the D, forget the R, just U and Q. I saw that on Twitter and I'm co-opting it because it's funny. Right now, Drew thinks he got away with it and that Jason was just being overly aggressive about a kiss. But he's got another thing coming. There's some other people in Port Charles that may want to take a swing at him soon. I suspect Carly Spencer will, at a very minimum, slap him so hard that it turns his cheek once she finds out Drew slept with her son's wife. But I'm really hoping that Carly actually punches Drew in the face. I'd be cheering for that too. I would watch that Netflix streaming fight. And let's not forget Michael's adoptive father, Sonny Corinthos. Can you imagine how he's going to react once word gets back to him that Drew slept with Willow? I mean, Drew might be lucky to get off with a punch from Sonny rather than him sending somebody to, put Drew in a pair of cement shoes and toss him off the pier. Jocelyn Jax is going to lose her mind, and she has serious impulse control issues, and she lives on the Quartermaine property now. She will probably scream it from the rooftops that Drew is a dirty, stinking, cheating liar when she finds out what he's done to her brother. I wouldn't be surprised if she posted it on her Instagram. And yes, Joss is perfectly capable of punching Drew and slapping Willow as a follow-up. And let's not forget Ned and Tracy. Now, I don't see either of them getting into a physical confrontation with Drew, but they could make sure that he takes a hit where the family business is concerned. They were already planning to blackmail him over a kiss, so you can only imagine Tracy and Ned, with Cody joining in, will plot to take Drew down when they find out he slept with Willow, and Cody might throw another punch at him just to ice that cake. So later this week, I suspect some other person finds out that Drew was playing slap and tickle with Willow upstairs in the nursery, because a spoiler for Thursday says that Michael opens up to Sasha. No doubt she's feeling guilty about that one-night stand with Michael, and once they have a chance to talk, he may fill her in and tell Sasha there is nothing for her to feel guilty about. I think that Sasha would be relieved to know that Willow slept with Drew, because it should absolve her of any guilt for sleeping with Michael, because Willow was already having that emotional affair with Drew and kissing him, and that started this whole thing. And then remember, Willow actually had the nerve to try and blame things on Sasha, who got really ticked off at her. And that was part of the reason she was at the bar drinking that night and wound up in bed with Michael. So once Sasha hears from Michael that Drew slept with Willow, do you think she might punch Drew in the face? Okay, I don't think Sasha is that kind of girl. So that's not the kind of assault that Drew may need to avoid with her. But if the Qs manage to actually get a real dinner on the table this year for Thanksgiving, I could totally see Sasha dumping the gravy boat in the congressman's lap at dinner. And honestly, I would kind of like to see Sasha follow up on dumping steaming sauce on Drew's crotch by pretending to trip and hitting Willow upside the head with a big pumpkin pie coated in whipped cream. I think it would probably feel really good for Sasha to end Thanksgiving dinner with Drew and Willow both wearing part of the meal and being humiliated for being so skanky and so selfish and so irresponsible. It may be by the time that Drew is ready to head off to DC, he's got 2 black eyes, a couple of broken ribs, some nice handprints from getting his face slapped, and scorched testicles from gravy. We'll see. We'll see. That's what I'm hoping for. Let me know what you think in the comments.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.